At this time, we're very privileged and honored to have a friend of Mayan Yisroel, one of the preeminent and most famous Jewish composers and songwriters. It's our honor to have Mr. Yossi Green.
Shnire kolecho imalas chavereinu veloi veloi chesroi no v'sheneda Shiftecha, Veisecha, Valechtecha, Vaterech, Oveshach Bechov, Kumecha. בשבתך בבייסך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך
בשבתך בבייסך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך בשבתך בבייסך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך יגלך kein Chayren
die Barto Baum
Bochelem in Yeshiva
die Barto Baum
Yiglam keine Keule
die Barto Baum
Bale Batem in Mezamrim Bom Bom Bom
Yigdelach kein Chayder
Die Barto Bom
Bocherem in Yeshiva
Die Barto Bom
Geleit kein Keule
Die Barto Bom Bale Batem in Mezamrim Bom 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 Oh 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 Der Rebbe ist schon da Oh der Rebbe ist schon da Oh oh der Rebbe ist schon da Oh der Rebbe ist schon da
שבתך בבייסך אוי ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך שבתך בבייסך ובלכתך בדרך ובשוכבך ובקומך יגלך kein Chayder
Die Barto Bom
בוחרם in Yeshiva
Die Barto Bom
Geleit kein Keule
Die Barto Bom Bale Batem in Mezamrim Bom Bom Bom
Kinderlach kein Chayder
Die Barto Bom
Bocherem in Yeshiva
Die Barto Bom
Geleit kein Keule
Die Barto Bom Bale Batem in Mezamrim Bom 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 Ho 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 Der Rebbe ist schon da Oh ho der Rebbe ist schon da Oh ho ho der Rebbe ist schon da Oh ho der Rebbe ist schon da
Da da da da da Der Rebbe ist schon du
Der Rebbe ist schon da
Just want to say just a couple of words that I came in contact with Mayan, what's it called, Mayan Yisroel. Today, for the first time, actually. I saw Rabbi Yossi Wigler, and I can see already what I'm missing over here. But I just want to share something personal that took place. About 6 months ago, we had a very serious event that took place in Seagate. And we've been living in Seagate for over 30 years, and we built a beautiful community. Suddenly, we were uprooted, and we were taken away from where we lived. And I lived in a basement in Seagate, in Borough Park for a couple of months. And all of a sudden, I had a daven in a new shul made a lot of new friends, met a new Rav, people that I would have never met if things would have gone on. And my close friend, Chavrusa, I learned a lot with, Avrami Greenbaum, seems to have one of the honorees tonight. He seems to have moved, at that point he moved into Flatbush. And one of the beautiful things that came out of his move is obviously that he met this shul, and he was talking to me about the shul and so on. So here's an example of where something incredibly positive comes out from something that was so difficult for us. So Kodesh Hiluchem Shabbos Amalekut El Toyer Butaichem
Lehoniyach Beruchu
de shiluchem Shabbos hamalkum oyel toir buteichem leoniach beruchu Niger Shabbos hamalkum el toir buteichem leoniach beruchu
Kodesh Ilochem, Shabbos Hamalkum, El Toivotechem, Leonia Beruchu.
Oy Shabbos, oy Shabbos, oy Shabbos. Oy 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 Shabbos Oy 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 Shabbos Oy 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 Shabbos Hamalkum Oy Shabbos Oy 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 Shabbos Oy oy Shabbos Hamalkum Oy Shabbos, oy Shabbos, oy Shabbos, Hamalkum.
Kodesh Ilochem, Shabbos Hamalkum, El Toivotechem, Leonia Beruchu, Kodesh Ilochem, Shabbos Hamalkum, El Toivotechem, Leonia Beruchu. Shabbos, oy oy Shabbos, oy oy Shabbos, Hamalkum. Oy 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 Shabbos, oy 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 Shabbos, oy 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 Shabbos, Hamalkum.
Oy Shabbos, oy Shabbos, oy Shabbos, Hamalkum. Oy Shabbos, oy Shabbos, oy Shabbos, Hamalkum. There's a rite of passage. Every little boy goes through a rite of passage. When they're little kids, it's called Va'ani. I don't know if anybody here still. I thought that this rite of passage is already done, but apparently I hear from people that it's still going on. That kids go through this thing that in Parshas Vaychi, when the Rebbe teaches them Va'ani, I'm sure in the new school over here it's going to be a whole different thing. But we have a shtickle trauma, all of us, because you have a 5-year-old kid who gets the story of Va'ani bevoi mi padan aram, and the Rebbe teaches him Va'ani chachi kadach matriach gevei mit man kevir. It's a little boy becomes a chazan, he becomes a baldarshan, he becomes a speaker, public speaker, everything, and it's a very, very, and of course he has to remember to do it with the thumb, because if he doesn't do it with the thumb, is that, you know, that he gets into trouble. So I wrote a little song on this called the Chagichab Bava'ani. It goes like this. Ich Chagichab
Bava'ani, Cham noch amul gechab am Eshpuden, Chashir ish gechabt in der Heim noch ein Zazan. gehabt, Basini. Komm noch einmal gehabt, aber schwutem. Verschieden ist gehabt, kommt verhin noch eins oder eins, zwei, drei.
Mein Rebbe fliegt besuchen, als ich soll besuchen, wie halt man, hast schon geklotzt, genickt, schon genickt. Jeder kann gedenken, doch mit dit sich bänken, zu dem Heiderl zurück. Die Seiger hat geklingen, Zirises will man springen, die Rebbe sucht Chasuren, nicht gedenkt. Jeder kann gedenken, doch mit dit sich bänken, zieht alle teure zurück. Ich war gehabt, Baba Ani, ich noch einmal gehabt, Mama Sputim. Schier nicht gehabt, in der Heim noch eins, was soll wei. Ich hab gehabt, Basini. Ich hab noch einmal gehabt, Mama Sputim. Schier nicht gehabt, in der Heim noch eins oder eins, zwei, drei. Now the reason why I mentioned this is because the first song that I ever wrote was a song that I also came from the same Rashi. When I was about 18 years old, I was in a yeshiva in England. And I was fortunate to write a song which was also from the same Rashi. So just like I have a song called Chagichab Bavani, aber ich habe auch Bekimen Bavani. So I have a... please sing along if you know this. One Shabbos, Parshas Nitzovim, a number of years ago, I paid extra attention to Kriyas HaTorah, and I came across this very special 4 4 psukim in Shishi, on the Aliyah of Shishi in Parshas Nitzavim, where Moshe Rabbeinu is giving his farewell speech to Klal Yisrael. And amazing, after he finishes the whole speech, he kind of implies to them that I know that as time is going to go by, many of you are going to forget what took place over here. And some of you may even stray. But I would like to let you know that there is a way back, and that way back is called tshuva. And that's where Moshe Rabbeinu introduced the concept of tshuva to Klal Yisrael. Vaydaber Moshe Rabbeinu hat uns gesungen, ben meyu v'yasrim noichi hayoim, ich gei bald aroiv in oilemu elyoim, hert was ich so gai chatzin, du red ich vor jeden jüdischen Kind. Ki ha-mitzvo hazois Hashem noichi mitzavecho hayoim loi niflei Shamayimo oy vayikoche halanu vayashmienu oy zo benasenu oy veloy veloy layom hi laymoy mi Even ayom, oy v'yikoche halanu, v'yashmienu oy so, v'nasenu. Loy nifleisi b'mecha, v'loy rechoy kohi, ay loy nifleisi b'mecha. Al Zion Tovir, Al Zion Tovir, Nizkechu lanu yachad, b'mheiru le'yoyroi. Oy chodosh Al Zion Tovir, Al Zion Tovir, Nizkechu lanu yachad. I prepared a new song, which I thought if there would be an interest in how a song is written, so I would tell you. I don't know whether, should we do it? Okay. I have a neighbor. I have a very special neighbor. His name is Mordechai Werdiger. I knew him when he was still Mordechai Werdiger. I remember when he became Mordechai ben David. It was one evening. He became Mordechai ben David in Brooklyn College.
He doesn't have yichus atzmai?
Well, no. The person who called him Mordechai ben David his name was David Singer from Focus Electronics.
Okay.
He introduced him, ladies and gentlemen, Mordechai ben David. Mordechai had no idea who he was talking to. Anyway, he's been a neighbor of mine for many, many years. He's a Ingeman at Tzaddik. He's a person who's Ovid Hashem. He's Ovid on himself all his life. That's the part that people don't know about him. But anyway, he does a lot of mitzvahs, and some of the mitzvahs that he does is he goes and visits people that are not well in hospitals, in homes. He does a lot of that. Many, many times that he couldn't come to a simcha or something because he tells me, Yossi, on the way to Toronto, I'm going to see somebody who's not well. One day, a few weeks ago, he comes into the house, and I had completely broken to brachen. I asked him what's going on. He says he just came back from the hospital and he just witnessed something very difficult. And he pulled up a chair to the piano. He says, could you just play for me? I don't know, anything, just. So I was very fortunate. I opened up a Nach, Melachim Beis, Perik Kof, Pasuk Hey, which is the Rosh Hashanah's Mevako, Mem Beis Kof Hey. And I found the following, Mamash, I opened it up and I found the following words. It goes like this. I mean, the people here know Nach. This is the story of Tzidkiyahu and the Rebbeinu Shloim. Ko Yomar Hashem Shamati Stefilosecho Ko Yomar Hashem Shamati as the filosecho Ko Yomar Hashem Shamati as the filosecho Ko Yomar Hashem Shamati as the filosecho Shamati as the filosecho Roisi as the moisecho Hineni roifeloch Shamati as the filosecho Ruisi as the moisecho Hineni roifeloch One more time. Ko Yomar Hashem Shamati as the filosecho Ko Yomar Hashem Shamati as the filosecho Shamati as the filosecho Ruisi as the moisecho Hineni roifeloch Shamati lighter note. On a lighter note.
What a song.
Thank you.
What a song.
Awesome. Thank you. Anyway, on a lighter note. About 15, 20 years ago, there was a very famous song in the Goyish world. It was called "Don't Worry, Be Happy." There was a guy called Bobby McFerrin. The whole world was busy with "Don't Worry." So, at the time, I think Mordechai came over to me and he said, "Yossi, let's do a song about worry." So maybe you could look in and see if you can find some. This is before Google, by the way. Today it's much easier. And I found a very interesting thing about worry, that I found that some Sefer in the B'Shem HaShloach Kodesh says that worrying is a silly thing to do. Intros on the song. He'ovar ayin ve'osi dadayin ve'ahoy ve'kerefayin da'agominayin He'ovar ayin ve'osi dadayin ve'ahoy ve'kerefayin da'agominayin He'ovar ayin ayin Ossi da dayin, da hoy ve'kerefayin, da agominayin, he'ovar ayin ayin. Ossi da dayin, da hoy ve'kerefayin, da agominayin. Da go minayin. Da go minayin. Dago minayin. Dago minayin. And then I found something. I looked again and I saw something contradictory. I saw the Maral de Prague's brother wrote that we don't worry enough. We worry about the wrong things. Da da dum bum ba 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 bum ba ba bum da 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 dum bum ba ba ba. Bum, da da dum bum ba 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 bum bum ba da bum da da dum bum ba da bum ba da dum bum bum ba da bum. Odom doyik aldamov v'yena doyik goyal yom bum bum doyik aldamov v'yena doyik al yom bum bum doyik aldamov v'yena doyik goyal yom bum odom doyik aldamov v'yena doyik al yom bum dama v'yena moizri v'yama v'yena moizri odom doyik alibud dama v'yena doyik alibud yama dama v'yena moizri v'yama v'yena moizri. You name how good these guys are? Da 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 ba 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 ba. Da 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 ba 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 da 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 ba 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 ba.